Hey guys, Fishy here, and I wanted to make a special video for a guy named Robert who I met in one of the groups that I monitor for Fakery, and I wanted to show him how I can tell some profiles are fake. I keep track of a lot of profiles, their names, their links, the countries that I've been able to track them to, things like that. Sometimes they change their name and I track that, or sometimes they use a pattern like these two have MNBVCXZ and then 3 numbers after their name. These are all part of the same network, and several of these down here are too, and I'm seeing names like Isabella Davis, Jessica Adams, Adeline Dallas, let's see some other ones that come up a lot, Ayana Adams, Donald Morris. The name Morris is catching on right now. So all of these profiles, just about all of them, I've traced to a country. And this is what it looks like when I go checking out groups. Here's one, for instance, that we'll look at. Here's Adeline Dallas sharing a Arizona News Press 24 .site link. When I look at my list here, I have checked Adeline Dallas is out of India. That profile is out of India. That's fake. So let's see what other ones we can find. Laurie Spencer here. Story about Kavanaugh from Maryland Daily .site. Laurie Spencer, I've tracked, and there she is, out of Pakistan. That's where I found that one. Well, you can take my word for it or not. But all of these are fakes. Laurie Spencer again, we've seen this one. Richard Wren, politicsnextgen.site. Let's look at Richard. Richard's out of Pakistan. So again, people, you're free not to believe me. In fact, I'd like them to see and be a little more skeptical, not just of me, but of what else is being posted in these groups. And to that end, when I was having this conversation, oh, here's another one I forgot about. Elizabeth Logan. I just learned about this one. Phoenix US News.site. That's another one. And Elizabeth Logan out of India. Let's take just a second. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video. Let's take just a second and click on these links though. We started up here with Adeline Dallas, I think. That was the one we started with. Let's see. This is what Arizona News Press 24 .site looks like. It looks like that. People who've been watching Unfakery videos for a while recognize that. But let's go down here to Laurie Spencer. What does this one look like? And you click on that, Maryland Daily. That looks almost the same, doesn't it? Huh. Let's keep going. When we click some more, down here, Laurie Spencer, Maryland Daily. Didn't we look at that one already? Yeah, we sure did. So let's look down. Richard Wren, politicsnextgen.site. That's a different template. Out of the same area, but it's a different template. Let's see what else we have here. This last one down here that we were looking at. Elizabeth Logan, Phoenix US News.site. All 3 of these sites look exactly the same. And if you check them, you'll find they often share the same stories as well. Maybe weeks apart, maybe days apart. But there are a lot of fake stories in this group. Fake things posted by profiles like this. And people are interacting with them as though they're real. So this is what I did. I looked for this one particular profile, Joanne Winters. Joanne Winters shares this stuff. Tom Selleck, I would say F you to anyone who wants Donald Trump. Do you agree? It's not even complete. Here's, let's see, one about Meghan McCain, back to 20 hours ago, the Tom Selleck story. So 2 hours ago and 20 hours ago. And then again yesterday. So a whole day and a half ago. Shared the same thing. And here it is again earlier yesterday as well. So Joanne is spamming this group with that post from Michigan News 9. Now, is that one of the ones we looked at here? No. Let's check it. Let's look at it. When we click on Michigan News 9, this is what we see. It's the same thing. One group of people is using this template to make all these sites that look different only in the name. And so I'm always suspicious when I see an address here that says something like Michigan News 9.site. .site is a giveaway to me that most of these are fake. So I wanted to look into Joanne Winters. This is what I did. I went to Joanne Winters' profile. Now I can look through here and it looks kind of normal. There's, Fox News links and things like that. Some pictures, things like that. There's really nothing amazing or standoutish, except that we have comments from people like Nadim and Shakir, and we have Joanne commenting in this way, which is not English as far as I can tell. But we'll give Joanne the benefit of the doubt, and we'll take this link up here, and we will copy it and take it to our favorite tool, stalkscan.com. Now, for the folks who've never seen this before, I'm going to paste that link into this box, and we're going to see what happens. This is a search tool that helps me gather all the public information, posts that a profile has made, which would be here, likes, pages that they like, which would be here, comments that they have made on certain pictures or posts, tags they've been tagged in. So when I put that link in, it pulls up all these searches. All I have to do is click on one to check it out. If I go down here to places, it'll show me if that profile ever checked in anywhere. But it didn't, or at least if it did, those got taken down and deleted. So we'll look here at tags, posts. And when we look at the posts that this profile has been tagged in, this is what we get. That's not English. That is not English at all. And if I look at these names and hover over them, the people who have tagged them, here's Karachi. So probably a Pakistani profile. That this is probably out of Pakistan, this profile. And that none of these old tags got removed. We can look here too at comments on pictures. And usually they don't scrub these either. So these are the pictures that this Joanne Winters comments on. And if I just click on one and look at it, maybe there's something in English, but maybe it's not. Look at all these names that don't match. Then we have nice pic. So that's in English. All right. That's not too bizarre except for the environment in which I found it. But if I scroll down through here, I can see all these other pictures. Here's a kid with the gun. Isn't that lovely? We could just keep looking at all these images. These don't look like a profile that would match this. Did you also notice that Joanne, it says to see what he shares with friends, send him a friend request? That's kind of sketchy too. But these are the photos that Joanne Winters' profile comments on. And when I go to this one from Saleem Khan, Yasin studied at Karachi, so in Pakistan. And when I look, I can go down and see all the comments here. When I look through them, I'll find a comment from Joanne, this profile that's supposed to be called Joanne. And when we find it, there's a reply. So I'm just scrolling through here. Joanne Winters says nice in English, right? Yasin Khan says, thank you, bro. Bro. And then when we hover over this name, Saleem Khan Saleem, it shows Joanne Winters. That's the name this profile used to have. But now it's being used to share things like this into groups like this and aiming at Americans and trying to exploit them for ad income. Or worse, we don't even know what all they might be doing. But this is how difficult it is to find them. But once I do find them, I try to warn people in these groups that they are running into fakes. And that way they have a better chance of avoiding them. Sometimes I'll do something like this. I will attach a photo here and it'll pull up my different photo things. I have a quick access tab here. I can put fake Facebook profiles. And then I can say where Elizabeth Logan is from. I have figured out Elizabeth Logan is from India. I've kept a note of that. So I'll go here and say from India. And then the people posting in that group will be able to see this in that thread to warn them off of Elizabeth Logan not being a real profile in America, sharing content from India, from sites that are a network of fake sites that are based in India, sharing that, targeting Americans to try to make money off of them. So I wanted to be able to take a little time and explain this so that it'd be a little easier to follow for just one profile. It might have been more confusing, but we have many more videos that sort of break this down and show how we find the fakes out there. In the meantime, like this video. Please share it everywhere that you can to let people know just how infested some of these groups get with fake profiles.